Good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Monday, a new week. How was your weekend? Did you have a good one? I hope you did. I had a good one. It's definitely well and truly rainy season here now, and so I didn't leave the house since, I don't know, Friday. I didn't go out on Saturday at all because it was raining all day. So I had just like a nice, like, me weekend. It stopped raining yesterday morning, and I took the chance to put on my trainers, went for a quick run on the beach, jumped on my bike, went and got the food shopping that I needed to do. The sun actually shone, and I got back. Hey, typical Freddie, welcome. The sun shone and it started raining once I got back, so it was perfect. I got the best of the day yesterday morning. Got quite a lot of exercise in, running and then riding my bike. I got riding my bike for about 50 minutes, getting to all the shops and everything. I went to all the shops to get my food, and then I got back, and Brenda the cat, she's not here. She's taken to hanging around here. The stray, you know, the stray that used to hang out before, well, chicken cat, she didn't like other cats, so pretty much everyone else had to go away when she was around, but now Brenda's showing up. So Brenda's eaten all of Chicken's old cat food, so I came back after all my shopping and she was here, and I'm like, I don't have any more biscuits for you, I'll go out and get you some. So not such an exciting weekend for me, though I did to get a lot of like indoor stuff done. Cooking, prepared lots of my food for this week. I spent the day yesterday doing a new moon list on my iPad, and then my iPad mini, and then realized that my iPad mini was not set up very well and I wasn't using it very much, and so I got a few new apps and things, and I sorted out like my home page. Trust the timing of your life. Like, I watched YouTube videos about how to set up your iPad and the best apps to use and all stuff like that, and you got this, trust the timing of your life. These change, these quotes, and just passing by typical Freddie. Well, you're very welcome. I'm going to be doing some channeling soon. I do one question readings in here, but you have to book in for those on my website, behealing.com. There's a link for it in the live chat there, so if anyone is on here live wants to get one of those, you're very welcome to book in for one while we're live. If you're watching the replay, you can also book in for one at any time, because I will do the I'll do them in the next show, right at the start of the next show. Send you the link to the replay. Nobody booked in over the weekend for this, so for the one question reading, so I don't have any lined up. But yeah, I was doing that, and I downloaded GoodNotes because I ordered myself an Apple Pencil. That was on my new moon list. As I was writing my new moon list, typing it in on this thing, and it's so clunky and it takes me ages. I'm like, I just need an Apple Pencil to be able to do my new moon list easily. So I wrote it on my new moon list, and I'm like, well, I'll just order one. So I ordered it straight away. So I'm looking forward to that arriving, because then I can use all of these things that I downloaded much better. I've got all kinds of things on here now. So to organize my time, also to record my workouts and stuff like that as well. I bought all of these things for GoodNotes, like that creators have made, you know, fancy documents and stuff to put stuff in. It's fun. It's got stickers and stuff like that. It's not very easy to use without an Apple Pencil there. I like doing stuff like that. I like getting organized. Do you like that kind of stuff? Typical Freddie too? Makes me feel good. So that was my day yesterday. Particularly good day yesterday, but it's rainy season, so that's what we've got. Steamy windows, the steam's on the outside, and it's just constantly raining. I don't sleep well when it's rainy season. The rain wakes me up. It's nice rain because you can go back to sleep at night. You know, that sound is beautiful, but with the storms, it storms like bam, 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 and it just wakes me up. You like that kind of thing, and it's really nice. And I love watching YouTube videos like that as well, like how to make your iPad look really fancy, and you know, and organise it and all of that kind of thing. It's good. I like my house being organised and clean, and I think my electronics, the sofa. I can't show you my phone because it's being used as this camera right now. But I took the opportunity to sort that out as well, like the home screen, and sort it out a little bit too. Yeah, even though I spend a lot of time on my electronics because I work through them, my Mac, my iPad, even my it's over there, my MacBook as well. I'm having to use it more because I should have got more space on my Mac. I should have bought it with more memory than I did. So I'm having to use 2 devices for my work now. Sorry, I've got scar on my finger. Skin's coming away. Well, let's pick some cards out for the collective. So we're talking about, probably, we'll see though, because sometimes it's different, but we're talking about people that want to get into healthy relationships and progressing through this self-love, knowing ourselves, accepting ourselves, loving ourselves, knowing what it is that we want in a relationship, and to getting it in this psychic cafe. I didn't test my voice before I started. It's about to go live, and then I was like, I can't speak. That's the trouble when there's no cats around. There's nobody to talk to in the morning. Hey, Bobby. Good to see you on here. Have you been on a live before, Bobby? I recognise your name from the comments, but I'm not sure I recognise your name for the lives. Oh, we've got the 6 of Cups. We've got something from the past. The 6 of Cups is the reminiscing card. Okay. You see, a big part of getting ready to have a good relationship is healing from the past and learning from the past. It's kind of the same thing, I think. When we learn from the past so that we do differently this time, that's when we can that's when we can let it go, right? Oh no, we've got this 8 of Wands. That means direct communication. This has been coming up in today's tarot in the last few days. Someone from the past coming in. It doesn't have to be like a past lover. It could be someone that you're interested in the past but it never happened. Or it could be a past friend. Sometimes people from the past come in and they show us who we are now. I mean, they show us how far we've come. Sometimes we can remember what we were like when. Way back when. So do you guys do your new moon list? I was going to transfer it to my new Good Notes app, and I kind of started it off. This is going to be my new moon list. Fancy, isn't it? But I've got these like little sticker things there, but without the Apple Pencil to write it in, it's not very easy. So at the moment I've just got it in notes, which isn't ideal. My new moon wishes, I write them down as a list. How boring is that compared to the new app? But really specific, on new moons, which we've got today. When is it? It's not yet. It's 16:27, so it's in 8 hours. Just over 8 hours time. Great time to write down your goals, the things that you want, what you want to manifest, and go back to it in the next new moon, and then you can see which ones you've manifested, you see? So yeah, the Apple Pen I put on there, and like 5 as the 5th entry, so I was already getting annoyed with having to type in on the clunky keyboard on this. Anyway, I'd recommend doing that. I don't do it all the time, but but I'm into it at the moment. And if you can do it like on something like Good Nights, where you can have a really fancy thing to make it fun and put stickers on it and stuff like that. A few times, okay. It's 5 p.m. here on the Oregon coast. Just love my energy. Awesome, thank you. Oh, it's taken a lot of work to get energy like this. People have said I've always had good energy, but internally, now I feel my good energy like everyone else did. I feel it myself now. I'm happy at last because I feel myself. I've helped you on your own healing journey in the last couple of years. Well, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, Bobby. Cool. See them, Freddie. Typical Freddie. See you next time. I'm on here every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, if you're in other time zones where you're a day behind. So we've got someone speaking directly to us from the past. It's very humid in here. And it's very dark outside. Let's put this light on. Ooh, spooky. It's maybe a little bit bright. Cool, that's better. It's very humid. I can feel my hair getting damper. I might be having a frizzy moment soon. Wow, the exciting thing about this weekend was that it was the 11th over the 11th as well. So there was this huge sale on this app. It's like our Asian version of eBay or Amazon, something like that. There's a huge sale. I think I told you about it before. And I keep on doing that. I was getting addicted to the games on this app because you could win coupons and ready for this big sale. So it was like significant amounts of money off. Unfortunately, the 7,000 or 8,000 baht that I needed to Thai baht, that I needed to spend to get my weight isolate for the next year or something. I buy it in bulk, so it's the cheapest. Unfortunately, that was like one of the things that said, you're not allowed to use this voucher on this product. This isn't part of the deal. And it's like, no, that's what I was using. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to build up the coupons so I could get a significant amount of that. I did. I got 1,000 baht of it, but I could have got more. So I ordered a lot of stuff and ran my money out in my Thai bank account. So there's more arriving from my Australian bank account today. And hence me doing the new moon list, because it's like it's time to sort out my bank accounts and start manifesting, filling them up again instead of emptying them out. 9 of Wands is about the end of healing. It's about it's like the final step before the 10, before we finally let it go, and it's the end of it. So it's like the last hurrah, or the last hurdle. This comes out a lot in my readings, more than the 4 of Swords. You guys, you're already doing the 4 of Swords. You're in the 4 of Swords years ago. That's the start of the healing. That's the crash. That's the, oh shit, I better do something about this. I'm the common denominator, and I feel terrible. You know, that's the I'm in desperate need of healing. It's time to take a step back and sort myself out card. Whereas in my readings, this one, especially lately, has come up a lot. The final hurrah, the 9 of Wands, I'm patching myself up and I'm almost healed. I went there and I found those oozing sores and all that shit and cleaned it out. And it hurt like hell when I was cleaning it out, but I made sure I really got in there. I really got in there to really clean that stuff out so that it can heal properly. That's what we do. That's what we're doing here. Excuse me. And that's what I think we've got here is 6 of Cups, 8 of Wands. It's someone from the past directly communicating to us. And you know how when we're having interaction with someone, we can't help as human beings but do the whole, it's not projection, it's more like anti-projection. It's almost like, what do they think of me? Like trying to think for them and see ourselves through their eyes thing. And it's when someone from the past comes in that we're like, wow, I'm so different than the way that they used to see me before, or the way that I think that they used to see me before. And then we know it's like, like taking a look back in the past ourselves and going, In fact, we might even be doing that. There might not be someone directly communicating with us, but you might be thinking back yourself, like, wow, if they could only see me now, I'm such a different person. Not that different, really, just confident now. Less of the anxiety. Like I was saying last week, who wants to be like in the 20s or even 30s again? Never mind 40s. I don't know. I'm more likely to want to relive the more recent years than anything way back in the past, where I was so anxious and like so not knowing myself, not comfortable in my own skin, not accepting of myself, certainly not loving of myself, very mean to myself, really, when looking back, and awkward with people. Even though I had some good like techniques, workarounds to appear confident and to be able to get by, it wasn't coming from a grounded, settled place like it is now, often like it is now, sometimes still now. Sometimes I'm dealing with certain kinds of people, I'm still like, don't like these situations. So we've got the final step of healing, or the final realization that we've come so far. I wonder how many days it's going to rain for. We're probably going to have floods next. I got a lot of shopping in yesterday, so I'll be all right. Because when it floods, it's tricky to get about this island, of course. We've got the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. The Emperor is the Queen, the Queen? The Emperor is the female version of the Emperor. So it says taking charge. It says leading, being a leader. But how's he even a boss? Stepping up and taking the lead. And the Queen of Wands is the one that gets stuff done. She's the action taker, the move maker. She gets stuff done. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why those two came out. Seven of Wands. The card of protection. Protecting ourselves. Boundaries. It's like taking the lead in our lives, this. Oh, ready for a tower moment. Oh. Okay. This is like get your house in order, make sure that you're secure, your finances, all of that kind of thing. Stable, take the lead in your life. Get stuff done so that you're in a safe position. It's like the energy that I was just saying of yesterday morning. I desperately needed to exercise. I'll do my weights and stuff in here, but it's not enough. I've got this boundless energy and I need to cardio it out in some kind of way, at least every other day. So yesterday morning when it stopped raining, I threw my trainers on and I ran on the beach and then did all my shopping. Getting all that shopping in was really important. Usually I'll get like a big bag of chicken the day that I want to cook some of it, and then I'll put the other 2/3 of the chicken in the freezer in separate bags, 2 separate bags. But yesterday I bought my chicken even though I wasn't ready for it yet, because I'm like, I think I need to stock up when it's rainy season. Make sure I've got plenty in the freezer. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of putting stuff away, making sure that you're all right. I don't know what the tower moment is, but it's coming. It could even be an emotional tower moment. It doesn't feel like it though. It feels a physical one, but yeah, it doesn't feel emotional at all. Although you could be if you're not prepared for it. Please, not another pandemic. I wonder if it is talking about something big. Anyway, we've got to take action. Get ourselves sorted out. Something from the past. To show that we're healed. We are you're more sorted and healed than you think. And it's time to get going on something. What were those memes that were on here that I said? Be in love with your life every minute of it. They've changed. Be in love with your life every minute of it. And you got this. That's tricky, isn't it? Be in love with your life every minute of it. But we can be good with where we're at. I just feel like it's something we might be holding ourselves back, not reaching our potential, perhaps not making as much money as we could, or not being as materially stable as we could be. It's time to realise that we're more healed, and perhaps someone's coming in from the past to make us realise that. More able, more ready. This new moon is powerful. Now, what is going on with Google? AI. Every single month now, what I do is when I'm filming the dailies, I've got in my calendar when it's the new moon and the full moon, and so when I'm about to film one of those, I just type it in Google. Google, what's the moon like? I probably type in new moon in which sign, 13th November 2023. And then it pops up. It popped up as Libra. I just believe it. You know, the AI bit, you know, when you Google stuff now, and it used to come up with websites. Now it comes up with websites, the ads at the top, but also a blurb at the top from AI. It's picked out the answer. It gets it wrong every single time. I just believe it. I wouldn't believe it anymore, because the last 2 times it's been wrong. I need to actually go to a website that human beings have made. But if it's saying that the moon is in Libra, which I think it is, because that's what happened last month, is the moon was not in the same sign as the sun. And I think the sign that the moon is in is more important. There's got to be a reason that I keep on making this mistake. I said that it was in Libra, and it's in Scorpio. But the moon isn't. I mean, the sun's in Scorpio, but we're talking about a new moon, and the moon is a different thing than the sun. Now, when it's a new moon, it at some point it's going to be in the same sign, right, as the sun, surely. But last time it wasn't. And last time I used the sign that the moon was in. And I think I've done the same thing this time. Let me just check. Let's see what AI says. So we've got to be careful with AI, because there's a lot of crap on the internet. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And of course, AI is sifting through the misinformation. It's like a human said, it must be right, but it's not. Moon in which sign? Moon in Scorpio. See, now it says it, doesn't it? Now it comes up with the right one, but it didn't at the time. Anyway, I'll be more careful next time. But there must be a reason for it, because I always pick out the card from this deck. And the new moon in Libra, there it is, it's right there. No, you are loved. Whereas Scorpio, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for well, I am, but for my mistakes. But what can you do? What is the new moon in Scorpio? My point being, perhaps I'm led astray to get the right messages, you know, for what it's about. But it does feel like we've had quite intense energies in the lead up to this one. Might be affecting you more than, I don't know. It's not, it doesn't really, the energies don't really affect me anymore, to be honest. I've got my own stability. Hardly even get affected by thingy anymore. Mercury. Here we go. Let's go deeper. Full moon in Scorpio is go deeper. See, it's not those energies. We've got the start of something new. We've got that definite great time to do a new moon list, to set out on new goals, to know that you can achieve them as well, you know. You've got it inside of you. You're more healed than you think you are. So say if you have been working on money issues, perhaps money mindset stuff, or not feeling like you're deserving, self-esteem issues, self-worth issues, and all of that, all affects our abundance. Stops us from even doing the things and acting on the ideas that would actually allow the abundance in. It has us saying no when people are offering us things, or when the great opportunities come up. We shy away from it instead of going for it. These cards are kind of saying, look, you're more healed than you think, and it's time to go for it and get yourself that solid base, because there's a tower moment coming. Not to scare anyone, but it could be anything. So let's get into it. If anyone wants one of those one question readings, you can book in at any time. And if anyone's interested in getting a weekly read, I've got a program where people pay monthly. It's much cheaper than, in fact, it's only just a little bit more expensive than one reading, but you get one every single week and you pay by month. And I just got a testimonial through this morning from one of my long-time customers in it. I think she's been in it since 2012, this one. Find out before I put her testimonial on the website, but this is it. I've gained enormous I asked her on Friday, I think, or no, Saturday when I was doing them, her and another OG as well, for a testimonial, because I did new copy. When I looked at the page where you purchase the weekly reads, it was really bad. It was, I know better than that. It was just like, I'll send it in an email and it costs this much. I didn't put any like sales information, anything. There was a little bit about what was contained in it, but not much. So I rewrote it with like real copy in it now. Anyway, this is what she put. I have gained enormous insight into my life through my weekly readings. From Claire. Every week I look forward with anticipation to read what the energies and guidance for the week are. They're always spot on, which is so amazing. They help prepare me for what's coming so I can face it calmer and with knowing. At times when my thoughts from the previous week weren't where I wanted them to be, I can see what I've brought forth, the energies, lessons, focus and guidance from my higher self. So in that sense, I'm brought back to the me I want to be each week. So she reads it, like I send them out on the Saturday, so she probably receives it Saturday morning because she's in America. Yeah. And she obviously reads it then, and then she reads it at the end of the week too. That's what I do with mine too. So she's number 2 on the list. There's someone that started the program before her, and I just do everyone's in order, like using the same document. Do the number 1 customer first, and then change it to her name and pick her cards out for this one, Laura, and then number 3, number 4, and at the end of it, I do my own. I like put me at the top instead of their names, and do mine. And mine aren't as good as everyone else's because I can't read for myself that well. But I do the same thing. Of course, I read it as I'm writing it and take note at for the week ahead, like from the Monday to the Sunday. And then on the Saturday when I'm doing, before I start doing them, I read mine again. It's like, oh, that's what it was all about. I'd forgotten that I'd written about that. And it makes the week make more sense anyway. So in that sense, I'm brought back to the me I want to be each week. Without my weekly readings from Clara, I feel like I would be adrift in a vast ocean of existence. Wow. She's awesome. Anyway, she's been in it for a very long time and obviously getting a lot of value from it. So if you're interested in that, it's on my website. It is on my website, behealing.com. You can find that under the readings tab. That's my website there. Okay, let's pick some cards out. tell us more. Perhaps it's going to talk about perhaps they're going to talk about this tower moment. No, perhaps not. Perhaps they're talking about the lead up to it. Doesn't feel like a personal tower moment. It feels like a global, or perhaps local. It doesn't have to be global. It doesn't have to be pandemic or something like that. It could be more local than that. Floods on the island. That kind of thing. Economic systems going down. That kind of thing. You know, fun stuff like that. 8 of Earth. The flying creatures is the 8 of Earth? It's the 8. Oh, can't remember. It's not normal. This deck, I mean, it's not normal tarot. So often I have to refer to the book. But I am getting more used to this deck now. The Book of Shadows Tarot as a buff deck. Yeah, I'm getting a fluff on. It's so humid. The aircon, it just cannot cope. It's out in the rain and it's trying to take moisture out of here. 8 of Earth, air creatures. The 8 of Earth asks you to reach higher. Yeah, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting, is that we are more sordid than we think, or looking back in the past, or someone from the past coming in could have us looking back in the past and realizing just how far we've come, just how able we are. You're capable of more now, and reach higher, get more for yourself. Shoot for the stars. Go for abundance and stability for yourself. We deserve so much. And you've got to remember that there's plenty. I mean, abundance is source energy. The 8 of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Whatever it is you're attempting, it's not even close to what's potentially possible. And there's us falling in love with the potential of other people, and really we should be doing that for ourselves, falling in love with the potential of ourselves and encouraging ourselves, and doing all those things that we want to do for someone else, to lift them up and have them reach their goals. We should be doing it ourselves, right? It's a self-love thing, turning it on ourselves in a good way. Whatever it is you're attempting, it's not even close to what's potentially possible. Slough off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Make yourself as light as possible by letting go of doubts and focusing on what you know is possible. Or not even what you know is possible, what you can dream is possible. I'm telling you, that this new moon energy, it's like dream. Set your goals down, make them big. Don't even think about the current situation that you're in. Think about the next situation that you want to be in, especially abundance-wise is what I'm hearing here with this. Like, protect yourself and build something up for yourself. What else? The 10 of Water. Ultimate fulfillment card, but is it in this deck? Let's find out. The Other World. The 10 of Water brings you squarely to a place of uncertainty and forces you to do something. Okay, that's the Tower moment. When we have to do something. Maybe that's what the pandemic did for a lot of people. They had to do something different. There are people who you need to find, or spirits you need to contact. Allowing the fog and haze to grow between you and whoever is no longer an option. Oh. Forced into doing something. Isn't that an interesting 10 of Cups? It's nothing like the tarot. In our lives and in our relationships, there are spaces, grey areas, uncertainty. In these spaces, we can call on Hecate, I don't know how to say that, who knows how to see and how to communicate with those who dwell on the sides of the line, dwell on both sides of the line. Balance. For us, the other world can mean the place where spirits dwell, or it can symbolize those we're separated from and to who we can't seem to find our way back. Okay, so it's talking about tuning in, which is very interesting, because there I was at the start of this show telling you about my iPad and sorting it all out, and then I got this one app on it, and I'm not sure I really like it, but I purchased the lifetime version of it, so I might as well learn to love it. And it's called Structured, and it structures your life. And so you can see I'm like over halfway through Psychic Cafe at the moment. I put in like the regular things that I do, but I put in the new moon is there too later on, and I put in also a line 3 times a day for me to tune in. It's really important that we're great. We need to understand that we're great. We're creator spirits and all of that, but we're working in tandem with the universe. We are the physical counterparts of our team, if you want to put it that way. It's one way of looking at it. We're all individual aspects of Source, right, of the whole. There isn't as much division between us as we think. And yet, even in the spirit world, it's not like there's only one guide kind of thing. It's just the all. There are separate guides. I feel them and the different voices, you know. And so there's these teams. And once you get like trying to create something, you recruit. It's like you recruit more of them. Some of them go, "Oh, look at Claire. She's doing something really big, or she wants to. I'm interested in that too. Let's all get on board with that." Now, and that's what happens, right? And that's also what happens if you're not setting big goals and you're not getting interested in reaching higher and doing something more. Is you start collecting the ones that like want destruction and stuff like that too. You can be in a down place and it get worse because you're recruiting all the guides that are like, yeah, let's like mess things up. So it's good to tune in and to realize that we're not by ourselves, and we do have a team around us, and we can, and it is a team, we can call on them for help, right? To the point of anything, like really anything. But remember, when we're asking the spirit world for help, when we're asking for Source, the only thing, they can't provide material stuff, but they can provide the guidance, the ideas, the go here and you'll meet this person. They won't say that, they'll just say go there. But it's because you'll meet that person that's got the clues for you, or the opportunity for you, or whatever. We tune in because we want the information. The information is what's important from our guides. Knowing that we've got a team, we don't have to do it by ourselves, but we are powerful. And we do the material side of it. So it seems like we're on our own with material stuff, but we're not really. Because as soon as you tune in, that's when you have the ideas. It's like me tuning in. Me tuning in got me the idea to take a look at the weekly readings again. And take a look at that page, and I'm like, oh shit, I better write something better than that in there. And to ask my OG customers in it as well for the testimonials, so that from their perspective, what they get from it, so that it gives you guys an idea of what you might get from it too. And just all of that, you know. You get the ideas. So I can write in my new moon list the things that I want, but it's the tuning in that really makes a difference. I mean, that's where you get the ideas from. That's the leads. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to know that we're more healed and we can reach higher, and that we can do it, that we've got what it takes. We can do it. We can build ourselves things. We can go for these things. It is possible. Otherwise, we get the ideas and then we're just like, I couldn't possibly do that. Everyone else has done that. Oh my God, I'd have to be really special to do that. I'd have to find like a niche to be able to do that. We took ourselves out of following the ideas that our team have given us because it's the right thing for us, because our self-esteem and our self-confidence isn't down there. Well, this is saying, look, you're healed more than you think. You got this. And so to follow them, when you get those ideas, follow them. Don't talk yourself out of it. People that are doing great things in the world, and isn't it amazing? I mean, we've got so much evidence of it, people, especially in technology and stuff. Wow. Those people, they tuned in and they didn't think like, oh God, I can't possibly create something like that. They had an idea and they're like, let's see how, let's do it. Let's get people around that can help me do this. This is my dream. Let's see if we can make it happen, you know? They go for it, and we need to do that too with our things. Because if we're not doing it in whatever area that you're interested in, then who is? The oil diffuser is coming right at me, can you see? Okay, what else? So do tune in. You're tuning in for the guidance. I used to ask for the material stuff, and I still do. But I used to ask for my guides for the material stuff, thinking that it was coming directly from them. Do you know what I mean? Like a stack of cash would just fall like this, boom, out of the sky, and, you know, or whatever it was that I asked for, Apple Pencil, just ping, you know, like I'd walk around and there'd be like a pile of notes. In fact, I didn't realize what I was doing when I had a dream like that. I had a dream that I was going up the back road here where I go, which will be a river today, rather than a road. It's never really a road, it's more like a riverbed anyway, but a sandy riverbed. But I had a dream that I was walking up there, and like at the side there was a pile of leaves and there was a stack of cash, like a big stack of cash there. And when I woke up from that dream, I'm like, I realized I'm asking for and expecting it to come about magically, instead of having a goal, perhaps of money or of success in some kind of way, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. And then following the leads following the ideas. I'll get myself there. It's not about the stuff dropping out of the sky. And I did get that direct from my guides too. They say, Claire, you keep on asking us for the physical stuff. You're the one on the physical plane. You're the part of the team that's doing that. It's you that needs to do that stuff, and you can. So do it. We give you the clues. We give you the leads. We give you the ideas. Act on them. We're never given something that we can't do, but we are given big things, for sure, that will take us out of our comfort zone. Absolutely. Next, we've got this dude here, the 5 of Fire. Look at him. Sat on his stone throne. What's he here for? It's Jupiter. 5 of Fire in a reading lets us know that good things are afoot and to enjoy them. Whatever lucky break comes our way is a gift, which can be enjoyed for its own sake, or it can be parlayed into something even greater. Yeah. Use the happiness and optimism that the gift generates to create even more good luck by seeking out even more experiences. Set your goals. Set your goals. Set new goals. If you've got a fancy app where you can make it beautiful and all of that, do a vision board. Write down what it is that you want, and then tune in. Get into meditation. Tune in. Get excited about it, that your guides will tell you. And you don't even need to do it like I do. You don't need to be able to get it like direct like I do. I've just got really attuned with my awareness to be able to be aware of more energy than just myself. I'm very tuned into myself. I didn't even realize that other people couldn't feel their heartbeat and feel what's going on inside of them. I can. I'm very attuned to myself, but I've learned how to read energy, to be aware of other people as well, so much so that you can ask a question and I can tune into you too. It's just about honing the awareness, and through meditation is how I do it. My work is like meditation, exactly like meditation. I can do it straight away. Get into that zone straight away. I remember when I was learning meditation, I thought I couldn't do it because I was trying to do it in in the lead up, like for beginners, like focus on this or focus on your breath and all of that kind of thing, and or like look at this candle. And so I was trying to do that, and then I went to a meditation class, and then they explained it at a higher level. I'm like, oh, that, oh, this, and I did it straight away, and they're like, yeah, that. I'm like, oh, I can do that straight away. I don't need to like go back to the beginners, like, well, I need to do this first and then this. Two of air. You know what to do. So the two of air is the bullshit card, the card that says, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do though, but I don't know what to do. It's that pathetic side of ourselves that goes, I don't know what to do though, I don't know. And this card comes out going, yeah, you do. I've got these two crystals in my bag. It's like a pendulum, but it's two crystals. It's a red one and a green one. The green one means yes, go, affirmative. The red one means no, stop, whatever. It's like a pendulum. When people book in for readings with me with a yes or no answer question, and I pull one of these out and I give them the answer, they know whether they already know, because they know whether it resonates or not. They know whether it's the right answer or not that I give them. So that means that they already know. If I do a reading, if I'm doing my job right, I'm confirming what you already know, so that you get validation over and over again that you already knew it. And you don't need me to confirm it anymore. There's a certain point that we get to, confidence in ourselves, where we don't need external validation anymore. We're just good with ourselves. And that goes with your internal guidance too. And even if you don't get the internal guidance in the same way that I do, everyone gets ideas. And where do you think those ideas come from? Our brains are transformers and receivers. Transformers? That's not the word. Emitters. Transformers. What's the word I'm thinking? Transmitters. Transmitters and receivers. From each other. Or if you expand your awareness to who you really are on a spiritual level, then you have access to higher levels of information. If your awareness is like human body and your muggle self and all of that kind of thing, you're still receiving information. You're receiving it from those around you then. And that's why people that are operating from that very muggle level, from a very human level, nothing wrong with it, but that's why they tend to be battered around by whatever's going on and the people around them. It's like, now I'm in a bad mood because of that person. It's like, well, you've got to lift yourself out of that. Like, you're not just this. Like, you can have a stability because your awareness is at another place. You're at the top of the mountain looking down instead of down in the valleys, like being in the rivers, in the flooding. When you're seeing things from a higher perspective, you don't even need to know. You just feel like, I'm going to get a bag of chicken even though it's not time to yet. Why is that? Because it's probably going to be raining for a few days and I won't even be able to get out. I would have needed it perhaps tomorrow or the day after. Right? That's when life gets really good, because we just get those urgings. I just believe it. I just believe it. I just get the chicken because it's there. And I had the idea to. I go with that and I trust that. It's for a bigger reason because I'm tuned in. That's what I mean, is we can ask for anything, but when we don't even need to ask for it really, because it's just like life goes brilliantly and easily, and it's really jarring when it doesn't for me. It's like, what's going wrong? Why didn't you help? Like why didn't you preempt that? Why didn't you like tell me to put that money aside, or whatever goes on, you know? They're telling us to like put money aside here. Anyway, my point being, if we're doing a pendulum, we know the answer. That's why the pendulum works. It's because like micro movements, we're moving it in the direction that we know, or our body knows. At least. I'm not standing up. It's not time to stand up. Watch. The Mother of Fire. Oh. What? The Mother of Fire. What? What do you want? Mother of fire, she tends to the fire, she nurtures the gift of fire in your life and helps it grow. So this is the things that we're passionate about. Like, what are we passionate about? What do we want to achieve? As I said, stop falling in love with the potential of other people and start falling in love with the potential of yourself. And the way that you want to fall in love with someone else and encourage them and help them to be the incredible person that you know that they are. Do it for yourself. Encourage yourself. Pour all your energy and your resources into helping yourself. It's like, oh, Claire, I shouldn't be that selfish. It's like, yeah, you should be. You're the only one you can really do it for. You should be that selfish. You're the only one that can do it for yourself. And if you do, before long, you won't need the validation from me. And then I can just like sit and read books instead. No, I love what I do. There'll always be people to help, I'm sure. But I love it when someone graduates. I love it when someone says, I don't need your readings anymore. Often people want them anyway, you know. Because we don't have to go through it alone either. We don't. Oh, what? We've got the Two of Water and Lammas here. It's the devil with the Two of Water. Two of Cups and the devil. Yay! Well, it could be a love match and you're obsessed with that. Someone coming in or obsessed with finding a love match. Squandering our energy when we get obsessed with love matches. I was talking to a couple of guys at the weekend and it's like, I got asked out, but I'm like, it's raining and I don't have, to invest my time in people that are about to leave the island anyway, for what? I mean, for what? I've got better things to do at the moment. Myself, you know? I've got stuff going on myself. So you could be obsessed with partnerships at the moment or finding someone or someone in particular. Or you could be fearing that you're not finding a match. Anyway, it's totally the wrong focus at the moment, because even though I'm talking about how to get into a good relationship here, this is saying like, you've got so much potential, set your goals down, get on with something, take charge of your own life, reach higher, go for your potential, get achieving something, make something in your life that you're passionate about. Oh, look at that. What's going to make us truly happy? Ourselves is the answer. And then the cherry on top is a relationship. It's Lakshmi on the bottom of the deck there, the card of abundance. Yeah, we've got to make ourselves happy first. That old cliche, but it's true. That's the thing. And then we're not obsessed with like trying to find somebody once we're like that. It's like, what for? I'm already happy. I'm already happy. And you know, there's all of these people, and I think, oh, that person's interested in that person's energy and all of that, and I know this person has feelings for me and that and that and that and that and that. And I'm considering, but I come back to myself and then I think, none of them are a hell yeah. And I know that my person's going to be a hell yeah, because my person's going to be a match to my energy. So of course it's going to be a hell yeah. I'm going to recognize them when I see them. Of course I am. We know. We know. And that's interesting too, as a reader, and perhaps I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to. If you want a reading on it, it's not it. If you're asking the question, really, it's a no. Because you would know if it's a hell yeah. Now, along the way to our hell yeses, a hell yeah is when we're living at a high vibing level, when I talk about our awareness being up there instead of being down at a muggle level. Our hell yeah comes when we're living life from that level. Now, when we're not living life from that high level, and we're floundering around in the middle here, that's when we can get confused, and that's when we need that validation, right? And we can have it. We can have it. But the answer is to tune in and get to our awareness to that level. Meditation is what it's about. Interesting. Just something on abundance, just because Lakshmi is lurking there and she's still looking at me from the box. I just got an email and it's about money. And yesterday, after I'd done my new moon list, and in my new moon list, I did it differently this time because I've got money in different places, right? I've got an Australian bank account, I've got a Thai bank account, and I've got my PayPal. They are the three. I've got a credit card processor, but that just kind of goes through automatically and then puts it in my bank account a few days later. But those three places are where I can kind of harbour money and keep money, and cash, of course. Instead of like writing down the money that I wanted just as a whole sum, I specified each one, what I want in each one. And after I'd done that, because I got more specific about the money, which is very rare for me to do, generally I'm more interested in following my passions and you know, and helping people and making my videos, and I'm not focused on the money at all. But with this new moon, I like we've got here, I got that focus on the money again, Clara. I'm like, okay. And so after I'd done that, and so then I said to the universe, because I know that I'm asking, when I do that new moon list, I'm asking the universe for it, right? So then I need to tune in. And so when I tuned in, I went into meditation after that, and I said, show me the money. Show me the money then. Where is it? You know, that's what I want, is guided to write down the money that I want. Then I tune in to find out where it's at. Where is it at then? I know it's in my life. It must be in my life. Where is it at? And it was so interesting because after I did my meditation, I can't remember what came through in the meditation. It would have been some kind of an idea, but which I'll have acted on straight away. But when I came out of my meditation, oh, that was right. I'd got an order through. So an order had popped in, which got me to look at my PayPal account, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where my money is. I could see that there was money in my PayPal account. And then, so I transferred some of the money from my PayPal account to my Australian bank account, and I looked in my Australian bank account to see what was there, and I'm like, oh, that's where the money is. And then I set off a transaction, which is the email that I've just got through. A transaction with Wise to send money over from my Australian bank account to my Thai bank account. And that had me looking at my Thai bank account. I'm like, that's where the money is. It's like, I asked where it was, and straight away I was shown where my money was. To be aware of it. To be aware of it, right? We can't be grateful for anything until we see it and we face it. And sometimes we don't want to face what we've got, like debt or stuff like that. Oh, that's another thing I did as well. I paid off my credit card yesterday too. But sometimes we don't want to look at it because we're believing in lack, instead of seeing what is there and go, that's where it's at. And we're always exactly where we need to be right now. If you're feeling lack at all, the lack isn't true. We're exactly where we want to be right now. You're starting from where you're at right now, and then you set your goals from there. Be happy with where you're at right now and be grateful for all that you have. And then get yourself to where you want to be. And tune in with that higher awareness so that you can get yourself there. I kind of knew at the start of this show that it wasn't going to be really about relationships this time. I had a feeling it was going to be about abundance. And there you go. That's what it is. I'm going to be doing a pick a card read today. I might be able to publish it later today, but it's not been looking good. It took more than 24 hours to upload the last one. That's why it wasn't published on Friday. I published it on Saturday night instead. I'll be making it, and I'll see if it'll upload. We've got a problem at the moment with the communications, online communications between this island and the next island where we get our, I don't know, data from or whatever it is. Download speeds are okay, upload speeds are not okay. It takes long enough to get my daily reads and all of that kind of thing uploaded, but the bigger files, they just seem to be like, there seems to be a limit for the bigger files that we're trying to upload, and it just goes, oh no, oh no, you can do that maybe tomorrow. You're not doing that today. So even though I could upload like 3 of the shorter videos and it's going to be the same size as the longer video, like that's what they are really. It's 3 readings together, those picker cards. It just won't upload them because it's too big a file size. And so until they sort out whatever that problem is between us and the next island, we're struggling right now to upload things. So I get my readings out when I can. There's a lot that goes out anyway. So I'll be a bit more flexible with my channel at the moment. There's always be the dailies because I'm ahead with them. There'll always be the dailies, but the other stuff will come out less structured than it was before. But saying that, I will be making a love reading today. I might make How They Feel About You today. I might do that one. I didn't do it on Friday. So check that out. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off down there. Don't forget also to be, I'm really bad at, Don't forget also to be commenting on my videos, clicking like, being a subscriber to my channel to get in on those draws for a free private reading with me at the end of the month. And check my pick a card reads out, because if you purchase one of the deeper dives, that will get you an entry into the second draw too. It will be drawn in the first live show that I do after the end of the month, which will be on the 1st of December. Ooh, Christmas is coming. The turkey's getting fat. You won't be eating turkey. I've never seen turkey here. Like turkey meat. We don't have supermarkets, not like you have. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Let's get out of here. Have a good one, everybody. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Thank you so much for coming along, those that did. And bye. Thank you for your support.